I suppose I should talk about emotions more. I've seen you guys bring it up in comments a lot, and I remember Left Side of the Brain used to integrate that into his original first videos as well. Yeah, I haven't really spoken about that much, but I have just written about it in the Soulless Anthropoids Not Humans book. So I thought I'd make a quick video about it because I haven't got it on the channel much. I think I mentioned it somewhere, but like, forgiveness is a sign of higher emotionalism. And we talk about soul on the channel, but not animalistic level. We're talking about higher enlightened souls. That's why I always talk about spirit enlightened souls, spirits incarnate on behalf of soul. And I talk about soul like that. Everybody else seems to be talking about it incorrectly, like the soul is the spirit and they've got no idea about the dynamics of how it works, and the soul's flying around at night, astral traveling and stuff. But that's not the way that it is. That's not true. Soul is like streaming from a database, and so really the database end is more of what it is. That's why I always say that soul's a database, right? Some people still say soul is like a stream, but like, where is it streaming from? A database. Exactly. It's just like when I do web development in the back end, like I can code a website front to back. The front end is the body, right? The HTML code, the website, that's like our body, the organic portal body, right? And then, you know, the spirit's incarnating and all that. It's working from a database, man, and from, you know, the coder, right? When I'm coding that stuff, you know, I'm calling things to retrieve. So there's a call down here as an energy extraction matrix. It's calling up from the spiritual world, right? Or we call it the primary spiritual masculine matrix, right? Father God, Mother Nature. So, you know, that all fits. See what I'm saying? I've just never mentioned this before, but I am writing about it now in the book. And I just wanted to say that there's a difference between emotions, and all animals have emotions, and higher emotionalism. Higher emotionalism, like I said, is the sign of a higher soul, or like a self-spirited human. Right? Because the animalistic nature is not on that level. It's on basic emotions. That's why I get pissed off when these organic portals act like, I don't know, like trees and animals are not as conscious as them. I understand like the concentric development of consciousness, but for instance, there's emotions in animals. Like they pout, they do all the emotions that these fucking animal humans do, man. That these anthropoids out here do with no soul and no purpose. These, you know, spiritless fucking humans out here. So they're animal humans. That's all we're trying to say. Like, they're on that animal human level. It doesn't mean they act like animals, man. I eat more like an animal than these animal humans because I'm coming down when I'm eating into the animal body. For them, they've got all these, what do we call them? You know, like societal mannerisms to make them appear not animals, but it's like lying to themselves. You know what I mean? That's what these people out here doing, lying to themselves and believing themselves to be alive when they're already dead when they're here. So they ain't going nowhere. They're just getting recycled. They're just bodies who are getting recycled, man. It's like a fucking plastic bottle that's about to go to the sewage and the tip that gets recycled here. That's what this fucking world is. You've got to wake up to it. The whole process is despiriting and trying to trap you here and use you as your body as the beast's body. Anyway, so animals are definitely emotional, because still it's 2024 and I see people talking like online like animals are not emotional. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I've seen animals with, like Oro, the cat I had, with higher emotionalism, higher than, I've seen them more intelligent than some humans, is what I'm saying, which again proves the whole vector thing, you know, spirited humans as vectors and organic portals as stabilization functionality in all species, not just the human species, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to differentiate because I've seen nobody really differentiate out there. Like, I mean, you know, the echo boomer generation were still seemingly in like giving the lessons, you know what I mean? Because they're not willing to understand what me and the next generation are actually fucking saying, because they can't fucking wrap their heads around out of their ego, these people, man. They're more dense. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't hear anyone explain it. And I just wanted to say that, you know, the group animal soul, if they're an organic portal part of a group animal soul and you see their animalistic resonance, that doesn't mean they're a higher spirited human. That's just the group animal soul. Then there is like a separation as the vectorization takes it above the field. Do you see what I mean? So you get this individuated soul. It's called the higher soul. You're moving to whatever the next level is. From a cat to a human next life or something, right? Like maybe is the case with Oro. So I just wanted to put that out there, and mainly I wanted to, because this was meant to be about the emotions. That's got nothing to do with the soul. People think like, oh, I'm emotional, that means I've got a soul. This is what you're not understanding. Where are you calling it from? The group soul? Think about what I just fucking said, you idiots. I just fucking laid it out and you're still confused. So you got to realize, where are you calling it from? Where's it being called from? Yeah, we don't have hyperspatial maps. People like me are trying to create them via these philosophies, right? This is what we're creating. Maps of hyperspace. How does it work, etc. Yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there, because some of you, like me, you see that the organic portals are very emotional and they can't get past it. Sure, we can do it too. Like, I can get angry, etc. But it's like they don't have that higher observational ability or something. Like, they just seriously cannot stop themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just it seems like a massive lack of awareness and all that. But what I'm saying is, it's actually got to do with this, you know, self-spirited nature. Like, if you have a light body or not. Because when the light body switches on, or some people say it's like an impact, connotating distance. Remember, we did find out that particles have length. Don't forget that. Very important note, because I've never heard any of you say anything about that shit. You don't even know what I'm talking about, probably. So yeah, like, we even found out particles have length, right? So some people say the light body impacts. So once that happens, you know, your chakras get raised to higher light and purified, right? So like red becomes more pink, for instance. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's where higher emotionalism comes in. That's like the soul stuff. Now, I've seen animals have this and seen some humans not have this, which proves the whole organic portal thing. Like what I'm saying about them, you know, the whole idea of who used to say this? Dolores Cannon, I think. Background people and all this, the NPC consciousness state, group soul state, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're differentiating this, because I don't hear anybody, I don't know, articulating this out there at all. Yeah, so it's not that animals don't have emotions. I don't know, I find that funny. It's like they can't see what's right in front of them, which means you're mentally blind. That's a brain barrier stopping your sight. I'm not even going to get spiritual and talk third eye and stuff, right? You don't even need to. Because that's when they start coming in like, oh, say proof this, proof that. So just tell them how shit they are in their own language. In their own physical bullshit, they're still shit. Just keep giving it to them. We're not going to fucking stop. You know what I mean? Whinge, complain to a higher standard. But yeah, animals definitely have emotions. They're not human-centric or specific. And secondly, what kind of soul is it?